Do you have any beatbox sample just to impress the people?
Nah, it's okay. Save that for later.
Do it now.
No. You want to know how to start? How to learn how to
There you
beatbox?
go again. Why me? I'm just only
Tutorial number 1. You gotta say cats and boots.
cats boots.
Like the cats and the boots.
Cats and the
Cats
boots.
and boots. Cats and boots.
Cats and boots. Cats and boots.
Cats and boots. Cats.
Cats and boots.
Cats and boots. Cats and boots. Cats and boots.
Cats and
Sounds
boots.
good one. Cats and boots. Cats and boots. Cats and boots.
Cats and boots. Cats and boots. Cats and boots. Cats and boots.
Yes.
Ah!
There you go.
I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you on your beatbox game. So stay tuned. I'll tell you. So if you don't level up, was that upgrade? Was that step up, man? Step up your game. Cause if
You
you
can say cats and boots, and now you think you can do it, huh? Cats and boots. Cat boots.
what? Cats and boots. Cats and boots.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the bass.
Yeah. What ifs? Yeah, because you've been practicing that for 2 years. So, do you have any more on your? Do you have a repertoire? Of
Yeah, I got a rep.
beats.
But, just gonna keep that to myself. Don't want to blow you and the viewers' minds.
NIKOCADO, avocado. Okay. Like that's how he looks before. Like he's very skinny. And then he's and then he's starting on that video he's just starting to eat carbs. I think like because he's been vegan for so long. Yeah, then he started to now eat carbs and meat. So that's how like he seems very excited to be in fast food. It seems like he's been deprived with I think he's been doing mukbang, I don't know, maybe more or less 2 years. So like he's just become mukbang for 2 years, and now like for example this is how he looks, right? Like when he's still a vegan, like, but now I think like eventually that's how like that you see in the screen. It's only the span of 2 years, and he's been doing consistent mukbang. That's all his content. No vlog, no review, nothing. Like I think as a like if you're really, what do you call that, like very extreme in one thing, they will reach a certain point that you will become the opposite of that, like you strictly believe. Like you start to become rebellious, or I don't know, like I think in his case like he started to rebel and then like do the opposite of what vegan doing. And like I started like, oh, fast food, you don't like fast food, I will show you how I enjoy eating fast food, like you're missing something. So I think that's what he did.
So that's how he started it.
Yeah, it's only like a baby step, like only few hamburgers, like few chips, like okay, let's just like, it's more like this is what I miss in so many years. Like I miss eating chips, I miss eating burgers. Like it was like I deprived myself so much because of this vegan ideology or vegan lifestyle. And then like, but it's only start like few, like still, like just like how we eat, like few burgers, few chips,
some fries,
some
a Coke or
soda.
something.
And then I think I also see him, like I feel happy for him, like like it's good to like to enjoy this kind of food. But again, like you need to balance. It's not like every day you have to eat this kind of food. It's more like a treat, like sometimes
on
you
a weekend or something like that. You have to eat a lot, right?
Mm. You know, like he started like a baby step with, and then I don't know in which point he started to really become a mukbang channel. Like okay, from now on this is gonna be my content, and then so yeah, and then like like it's just like the face is like from few burgers to 10 burgers to you know, like it's add up, it's kind of add more and more. I guess like the more food he eats, the more views he will get. So, and like the more money he will get. So probably that's his
Yeah, well, I looked at his videos and tried to find like a video of him, like normal skinny or whatever. For the last 2 years, it seems like he's been strictly doing this mukbang, you know, all you can eat kind of thing. And yeah, it's obviously, my impression is that it's making him money, and that's why he like continues to do it. Like he lost sight of, like, you know, the health benefits of it, obviously, like many years ago, and he hasn't stopped since. Like he's just on the YouTube ride, right? Like, I'm gonna make this content, I'm gonna get, you know, all these views, all this money, and he's kind of like sacrificing his health to do that.
Yeah, I think like he just chose to sacrifice his own health over money and fame.
Yeah, you can just tell. Like, I only watched a few videos, and you can just tell by the way that he moves. Like, it's not easy for him. Right? Even just like reaching down onto his bed to pick something up and move it, like it's a struggle for him. It's kind of sad to see.
Yeah. Head, like whenever I watch this video, like okay, like how he will do that, and at the same time, like there's a lot of people who can eat that instead of you alone or me alone. Like maybe 5 whole family who can eat that.
Yeah, it's good for a family.
Yeah, like that's why I don't like to do mukbang, because like I would feel guilty, because that is like a whole family. You can already, but maybe in his mind, like okay, but with the view, I will feed my family later, something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
If you get 1 million views, like yeah, later I will feed them, but this time.
And I think what's his name, Papa God?
Yeah, Papa God,
like,
the live stream.
It's probably all sponsored food. Like most of it's probably that company is sending him the food. You know, and he's like,
yeah, like an advertisement. Yeah, like
they're like, okay, what do you want us to send you? And he'd be like, this, and this, and you know, they send it to him for free. He eats it, and they get free. They get free publicity, and you know, he makes some money off it. So I think that's what's happening. Like he doesn't even have to pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that now, and I'm like, that's gonna feed me for like 2 or 3 days, right? Like I can eat that over a period of 2 or 3 days. But this guy's gonna sit there and eat that in one sentence. It's like, how does he do it? Like,
or he will, yeah, as they said, like some mukbangers is either before they're gonna film a video, they will have a diet, like okay, I'm not gonna eat this morning, or I'm not gonna eat tonight, tomorrow, and it's just like the whole meal for the whole day. So maybe that's their thing, or like after that they were gonna have like a like body cleansing, like what they call it, detox. Like they will just not gonna eat anything, trying to let it out. Like it's like a binge eating. It's like a binge
it's
eating.
not healthy.
Yeah, like you deprive yourself for a couple of days of not eating anything, and then you're gonna splurge next day with this so much foods. Yeah, it's not a good, like it's gonna have a yo-yo effect on your metabolism, on your body.
I think like it's the same as like drinking, like binge drinking. You know, it's not good. But if you can have like, I think it's like 1 glass of wine a day, it's okay. You know, there's not much health risk there. But binge drinking, obviously, it's bad. So I'm assuming that binge eating is kind of similar, right? Like, if you're gonna eat so much at one time and then not eat, like your body is gonna be pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But like, does this guy even take a break? From what I've seen, it's like, you know, every
Yeah.
day or every other day he's doing this.
Yeah, because I don't know, like, yeah, of course, like there's more than just like watching the video. Probably there's more things going on behind the scene. Probably he's doing, I don't know, because like he posted every day, and then he got so many channels, like I don't know, 5 channels that's all related to mukbang too, and for sure it's not repeated content. It's like a different shoot, I guess, different film, and then he got OnlyFans, which is mostly mukbang too. So he still eat in another platform. So I don't know, like how
So
many
he's,
so many times he will eat for a content.
well, you just said like most people who do mukbang like take a few days to prepare for it, right? They don't eat
Yeah.
and then they take it afterwards to try and get it all out. But this guy's got 5 channels. He's got like you know, other sources where he puts up videos, and he's a very big guy. Like there's no way around it. He's a very big guy. So my assumption is that yeah, he's not taking those breaks. You know, he's putting all that stuff in his body on a daily basis.
Yeah, and then there's also like there because a lot of people like, hey, you have to watch your diet because you started to gain weight, you started to
Yeah.
you know, and then he said like, no, it's only a body weight, it's not fat, it's body weight. And like, so people were like, are you really trolling, like, or like you really know what you're doing, but you're just, I don't know, like, you know what you're doing, you're self-aware that what you're doing. I don't know, it's just the money. Like, is it really about the money that you're gonna sacrifice? Yeah, your health, your something like
What?
you will get money. Oh yeah, right now you will get money, and it's still, maybe you enjoy food, and at the same time you get money by doing what you enjoy. But this kind of, you already reached the point of you will gonna live few years. Or like, how are you gonna enjoy your money if you're dead? You know, like, it's gonna, you know, it's risky.
You, he broke one of his ribs, right? Like I think he said in the video that he broke like his bottom rib, and he was in a lot of pain. Like, how did he break that rib?
I don't know, I didn't watch, but he said like he broke his rib, like his ribs, probably, I don't know, like when he do something, and then probably he fell. Yeah.
You know, like a person in control of their body isn't gonna like fall over and break their rib, you know. Like I think it, like I'm just guessing here, but I would assume it would have something to do with his weight, like his excess weight. Maybe he's off balance and fell, or maybe the pressure of all that weight around his chest has broken a rib. Like I don't know exactly what happened, but if it is the case where his weight is like directly involved with breaking the rib, then it's already causing him troubles. Like this indulgence of eating, like it's causing harm on his body already.
Yeah.
You know, that's just one obvious thing.
Yeah, and then like people were like, okay, like maybe you should stop now, or like be moderate now with what you're doing. Yeah, he's turning to a monster. He's not like a mukbanger, it's like a mukbang monster. And he said like, oh, I'm this because it's your fault. Like now he's just playing this victim card. Like, it's your fault because you're watching my video. That's why I become like this. So deal with it. Something like that. And then like so now he's have this merch like I'm getting fat and I don't know why. And yeah, he got, I don't know if he's really trolling or like I don't know, like it's your fault. Like I'm fat and I don't know why. Like he got this merch.
Is that like on his shirts, like all those shirts that he wears? It's got some weird like, you know, this is just water weight, and
yeah, it's a
don't judge me or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I mean,
then he's blaming people like it's your fault I'm fat because you watch my videos.
Yeah,
or
and
like
now
don't put out it, and they're not gonna watch it, right? Like
yeah, so
something
like
else out.
So I don't know if it's trolling, because for sure he's really self-aware, or like he's in denial, or like, what do you call it, playing now the victim card. But at the same time, he's monetizing his situation, because like he got this merch. So I don't know. Like, okay, another more money, but now like it's like it's like self-sabotage, because you're sabotaging yourself.
There's greed there. Like, there's greed for the food, there's greed for the money, there's greed for the popularity, and yeah, too much of something like that is not good, you know.
Yeah, do you see like his shirt, like it's on his face, like crying, because in his video, his mukbang is about eating a lot, and then eating in a gross way, and a lot of drama with his boyfriend, and crying, and become chaos, like chaotic eating. I don't know. Like, it should
I don't get it.
It should be peaceful, relaxing, and enjoy, but it's the opposite. So, and now it's also part of his mukbang is like he always have fight with his boyfriend. So probably they said like probably it's only for views. Like, why you need to have some crazy shit with your boyfriend.
Do you ever see the sun? No.
Yeah, there's definitely some drama involved. Like, I was watching a few of his videos, and yeah, like he's complaining about this, yelling about that, emotional, crying, you know, and I was like, ugh. But then like the food arrived, and I was like, like that's kind of nice. Like, yeah, got some burgers, got some of this. There's a lot of it. I'm like, okay, that's way too much. But then when he started eating, it's like, ugh, like I don't want to watch this anymore. It's like just the way he was consuming the food, you know. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know, like I guess it's really meant for other people. It's not like for the average. It's not like the average mukbang. It's more getting into like a fetish thing, because everything that you say, it's doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, to me, like, it's not majority of people will like to see that, or even would, I don't know, like for example, even in mukbang itself, like most of the people, or like there are some people don't like the sound of people eating. You know, they don't like that. So if you do mukbang, it's really like you are really catering for a certain type of people that really enjoy the sound. So it's not for everyone. But in this case, it's more like the drama, like throwing foods, crying in front of the foods, fighting with the foods, like, or doing something gross with the foods. So it's something. It's not really for average viewers, you know.
Like, even if he was like a skinny guy or a skinny woman and they were doing the same thing, like, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, mukbang and like overeating doesn't appeal to me, you know. But maybe, like you said, like being emotional and throwing food and having all these arguments, like it's drama, right? And people like watching drama. So that, like you said, could be why he's like getting his boyfriend involved, and you know.
Yeah,
every episode they seem to be arguing. So
maybe the first, maybe like there's an element of truth, but probably when it first happened, probably in front of the camera they fight and they film it, and then like they decided to like, okay, make it public, and then maybe a lot of people, you know, like people naturally we want to watch drama or issue or like mostly, so like, oh, they fight, and then like, okay, another view. But I guess like, but too many fights and you're breaking up every day, every 3 days. Like, we broke up, like, and then the next time you were gonna have mukbang together, and then after this weekend we broke up again, and then we fight.
Well, there is like a theory that he's just acting, right? Like, this is just a character.
Yeah,
this isn't like the real guy.
Yeah, he said like it's more like a character, like probably like a performance acting. But yeah, I guess like people will gonna confuse now. Like, yeah, he's interesting. Like, he got this obnoxious, very theatrical, dramatic, exaggerated character. Like, it's too much. Like, yeah, no one can beat him with that kind of character. Like he's the only one he can do that. But there's also comes a point like now, like as you said, like you have to he already sacrificed his health. At the same time, I don't know if he choose to sacrifice his personality, because now if you're gonna say his name, that's what character comes into your mind, and it's gonna be associated with him. Even he said it's only a character, you cannot anymore separate that in his, you know.
Yeah, well, if you like, he became this Nico Avocado guy, and Nico Avocado is like this overeating, indulgent, extreme theatrical kind of person on YouTube, which is making his money, which is paying his bills, which has bought his house, which is supporting his lifestyle. Like, where does he separate real life from YouTube? Like, it's kind of hard, right? Like, it's taken over his life, I would assume.
Yeah.
That, like, the character he created is, like, everywhere he sees, everywhere he goes, people know him as that. And like I said, like, the buys, the paintings, the artwork, whatever he does with his money, which he gets from being this Nico Avocado guy, like, where's the separation from YouTube to real life? Like, where's the separation from being this character to being a normal guy?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him as a normal guy. Like, what is him normally, you know?
It's only a parody, it's only...
I would assume that if you're watching something like that, you're going to take it as being genuine, like, especially when there's like tears and stuff involved, you know.
Because also in, let's say in the mainstream, let's say, right, Hollywood, Netflix, or because they already have a certain category, like, okay, you're a comedian, or you're a stand-up comedy, or you're an actor, like, yeah, you can do crazy shit because you already have a label. Like, people already know, okay, that's your job. But in YouTube, it's like gray area, especially if you don't have a disclaimer like, hey guys, I'm an actor, or whatever I do.
Yeah,
don't take
just a character.
Yeah, like,
none of what I can be taken truthfully.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt, or like, it's up to you. I'm just gonna put it out there. But yeah, before, way back before, they never do it. It's almost like a mystery. Like, like, how are you gonna interpret? Is it a joke? Is it a parody? Is it a vlog? Is it a real life? Is it, you know, a character? Is it a real person?
Yeah, it's like they're tricking you, right?
Yeah.
They don't want you to know all bullshit, but they want you to think it's like who you really are. This weird, crazy out there, exaggerated, shocking.
Yeah, I guess like with NIKOCADO, because he's almost like a pioneer YouTuber, YouTuber, and I guess way back before, the YouTube algorithm, it's more like the more viral, or like the crazier the video, it's got more potential to go viral. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, it's still, you know, like a publicity. So like with their batch, like they want shock value, they want something, you know, like extreme, obnoxious. That's why like most of the pioneer YouTuber, they really do crazy shit because they want the shock factor to go viral. And I guess he's still adapting to that kind of algorithm, like NIKOCADO or even Trisha. Like, they still wanted to go viral, so they wanted to do crazier stuff. But now it doesn't work anymore with algorithm. Like, it's already like a old trick.
Yeah, it was like super popular. Like, it was popular on radio, like shock jocks, you know, doing crazy shit to get audience members. But maybe between, you know, when it was common and now, like, people are like waking up to it. Like, you know, this is just an act. Like, I'm not gonna afford him again. Like, here we go again. Trisha paid us 2.0.
And if you go something extreme, let's say most of the prank, right? Like, the more extreme the prank, the crazier, the most dangerous, like the more, you know, like. But the thing is, where's the limit? Because you always have to top up. You always have to be much better than your last video. You have to be much more views than your last video. You always want to go more and more and more to the like to you will come to the reach like where is the limitation now? In his case, where's your limitation?
Yeah. Some guy died from it, right? Like doing a prank. Like he went into some neighborhood and got shot.
Yeah, and it's just it's just a prank, bro. Like that's why like
real life. There's real life rules and real life laws you have to follow. You know, you don't go into a bad neighborhood and start talking shit to people because you're gonna get shot. You know, that's the law of life. That's how it is. And in regards to Nico, like, you know, the more you eat and the unhealthier you get, the less chance you have of living a long, healthy life. Like, that's the law, you know. And is it really worth playing this character to, you know, sustain your lifestyle at the risk of your health in your life? Like, you know, there's a line that be drawn at some point, right?
And he's also playing this train wreck character, you know, like, when it comes to train wreck, like, you don't want to watch but you can help yourself. It's like a guilty pleasure to the viewers, you know, like, okay, let's just see how far you can go. Let's see how far you can self-destruct. And I think, I don't know, like, I really hope that he is self-aware, like he's know what he's doing. Yeah, because I guess like he's a smart person, he's a businessman, because even with trolling he can still monetize everything. But yeah, like, I just hope like he's self-aware and he don't really sacrifice his life or like his health or even his relationship for the views, for the money, because at the end of the day it's not worth it, right? Like, the most important is your health. Health is wealth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Health is wealth, right?
Yeah.
You can't take the money you made into the next part of life when you die. Or I mean, there's people like us, and I would assume most people would see him and feel a bit sorry for him, like, oh man, like, you know, you need to stop, like, don't do it anymore. But there's like a percentage of people who are like, yeah, like, keep doing it, you know, you're making me laugh, like, I don't give a fuck about you, like, you know, like, eat as much as you want, you know, get fatter, you know, entertain
us, clown yourself, become clown, because it makes, you know, it's so funny. I can forget my day at least, and that's a few coins here, catch it, that's it. Like, that's
is that really worth it?
Yeah,
you know?
And I think because on his cameo, what's the proper pronunciation? Cameo.
I only know the word cameo, which is like
cameo.
You know, it's in a movie or a show where, you know, someone just enters the scene for a short period of time.
So cameo, he got 5-star rating, and like some people wondering like, why, what he do, like, is it like he eat more, or like does he become more exaggerated, like does he do acrobatics while eating mukbang, like why he got 5-star in cameo? And then like when they watch, it's like simple, like he's just being himself.
Normal guy. So sweet
why
guy,
they didn't
probably,
wonder, like, people maybe like, okay, there's a face that people enjoy, the dramatic, exaggerated, obnoxious mukbang monster, you know, but it's already a face and that's the trick that we already know, we already watch it, and we're kind of bored now, so maybe it's about time to just take off now your costume and just be yourself. Because
take off the mask. But like, you know, he's probably just a normal guy in those cameo appearances, right? Like a normal sweet guy. But that he's just like everybody else then. Like most people are that way. Just a normal kind of person. And you need to be different on YouTube, right?
But I guess like that's the algorithm before. Like before, like the old fashioned way to go viral in YouTube. You have to be crazy, you have to do something extreme. But if you play that kind of game, it's like you play a losing game, because there's no limit. Like,
you're gonna get shot, you're gonna be obese, you're gonna get backlash, you know, there's a lot of things that can happen negatively, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got for 2 years you've been making these mukbang videos, you know, you've been slowly deteriorating health-wise, you've been getting bigger and bigger, Like, just give it up, bro. Like, that's it. Stop.
I don't know. And then, yeah, some people say like probably he is self-aware and he knows what he's doing, but it's more like a self-hate. Like, do you know that word? Like, it's like a self-hate. You're hating yourself.
Yeah.
That you're distracting yourself because it. I don't know. It's like a weird.
I watched like a bit of one video, and he's like at the start he's like pissed off about something or something somebody said, and he's crying, he's angry, he's very exaggerated, like he's in a bad mood, he's swearing, and you know, he's obviously upset. And then like the food comes, and then he sits on the bed, and like the first time in the whole video I seen him smile was when he was like about to eat. You know, just that look of, this is gonna be so good. Like, you know, it's definitely a coping mechanism as well. Like eating, if people get upset or, you know, broken hearted, what happens? Like, I'm gonna eat ice cream and chocolate. Like, it's a comfort thing as well.
But I guess like he got this situation, like his coping mechanism is eat, right? And then like you also get your content, or you get your viewers by eating a lot, the mukbang. But also it's like a cycle, that like a toxic cycle, because like, yeah, you eat as a coping mechanism, okay, you get money as a reward, but after that it makes you feel worse, because you know, you eat a lot of shit, you do a lot of shit, you do crazy things. It makes you feel like you don't know who you are anymore. Like, who am I? Like, what's my reputation? Who am I become? And then you feel guilty, and you go back to the coping mechanism to escape.
Yeah, it's a circle.
Yeah, it's a circle. It's a toxic. So you've been on that. Yeah.
I remember like those 2 or 3 weeks where I just like was lazy and just ate shit, like ate junk food. Like, I got stuff delivered. I got, you know, McDonald's, KFC, like for 2 weeks. I felt terrible. I was like, like my motivation was down. I was lazy. I was like borderline depressed. I was getting anxious. Like, but when the food came, you know, I was like, yeah, time to eat. Like, I was happy. Yeah, it's just it's a very easy trap to fall into. You know, like, okay.
Yeah, especially with this kind of food, like the food that is not good for you, they taste good. You know, like, so that's why, like, you don't care, like, you're like, maybe later I'm gonna deal with it, but afterwards you feel bad, because it's not like you feel guilty, but at the same time, it's what goes inside your body, like all the fats, all the sugar. And then, like,
I think I told you once, even the fries in McDonald's has sugar in it. Like,
yeah, everything, especially with preservatives.
Yeah. The golden color on the fries is like some kind of sugar mixed with something to make it look golden. Gotta chill.
Okay, I will also gonna edit what we talk.
Okay.
So
connection's really good, huh?
Because I disabled all other gadgets. It's only me.
Yeah, well, you know, let's take one. Let's cut that right there and let your family get back on the internet, huh? Get them back on TikTok.
Let them sacrifice for 1 hour.
Yeah. For Princess AVRIAH.
Yeah.
The queen of podcasts.
The queen. So it's gonna be like the first podcast. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow, or what's the day tomorrow? Sunday? Maybe Monday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.